The podcast world is a barren wasteland. Okay, not really, but there's no really great podcasts. Okay, not really. There's a lot of really great podcasts out there, but there's no really great music podcasts. Okay, not really. There's plenty of great music podcasts out there, but there's no really great music podcasts out there that are drug and alcohol free. Okay, I can't back up that last thing I said like at all. Just a completely ignorant thing to say. But there's no really great music podcast hosts out there that are insanely opinionated but crazy handsome and hilarious. Okay, that last thing I said out loud was completely true. So welcome to the obviously unpredictable world of Check the Credits. A music review podcast that is dedicated to reviewing garbage records so that you don't have to. You'll laugh, you'll cry, you'll get turned on. You may even crap your pants. So why not add Check the Credits to your daily pod diet? Nothing to lose and everything to gain. You may even like it. Imagine that. A podcast that is actually good and you can actually enjoy. Okay, not really, because there are plenty of podcasts out there that are super good that you can enjoy. So hop on board the CTC train where you can check the credits. Sorry, I gotta wait for it. Credits. We are your hosts, Michael Green and John Frank Edwin Wright III Smeaton. Johnny, how's it going, eh?
Dude, I'm doing good.
You all right?
Well, yeah.
What's the hesitation? What's going on?
You know,
Talk to me, Goose.
pandemic and all that stuff.
Oh, we're still in the midst of this poo.
Yeah.
Was it like 14 days to slow this for
14
like an 18
days
months?
to lower the, what is it? The curve
The
thing?
curve.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
It's a little-
You're okay though? Are you
Yeah.
staying creative?
No.
No.
I'm trying to, but
What
Man,
kinds
it's
of
getting
stuff are you doing to fill up your time?
to be completely honest, man, I've been playing a lot of video games.
About movies, video games,
That's
listen
it.
to
Video
music,
games,
Yeah,
playing Destiny
yeah.
2. That's about it.
Yeah, I hear from so many bands and artists that are being creative during this downtime. And I think when things open up, Lord willing, eventually, we're going to get albums from like all of
Yeah.
these people. I don't know about this band, if they're working on new material, probably. But we are doing Green Day today.
Hey.
How pumped are you about Green Day, brah?
I'm pretty pumped.
All right, so before we kind of get started, tell me about Green Day and the history of the Smeatonian.
The Smeatonian era. Green Day, obviously huge
Yeah.
in the 90s. They came, I think they came out.
They conquered.
They came, they saw. Right around, a little bit after, like, all the Nirvana hit and all that, right?
That's
like,
true.
That's
Yeah.
when their big ones
Yep.
came out.
Yep.
And, I mean, anybody knew who Green Day was. They did Woodstock and, you know, all
that
stuff.
famous Woodstock performance.
Oh, yeah.
I just watched it this morning.
Really?
With all the mud throwing and
No
everything.
kidding.
Yeah, just watched it this morning before I got here. I was trying to get in the mood.
Yeah, but extremely fun guys. I mean, I don't know them personally.
Oh.
But,
Well, I'll text Billy right now if you want me to.
hey, BJ. But, yeah, I mean, they were part of growing up in the 90s.
Yeah.
Big time.
Yeah.
Like I said, anybody who's anybody knew who they were.
And are you a fan? Did you buy their records?
I bought Dookie.
Same.
And then I got, I believe the second album was Insomniac.
Yeah.
Right?
That is actually their fourth album.
Really?
Yeah. So they had two indie releases before
Right.
Dookie. Kerplunk
Right.
and then 1039
Right.
Slappy Hours or something.
So I remember getting that for Christmas.
Yeah.
And I blasted it on my CD Walkman. And it was, Geek Stink Breath, you know.
Yeah.
And I remember watching them play that on Saturday Night
I remember
Live,
that too.
which is pretty wild.
But
Yeah, I mean, I'm not an overly humongous fan. I haven't really like followed them like recently.
Okay.
But yeah, they were part of my growing up for sure, for sure.
Yeah,
As with
same here.
anybody.
Yeah, I remember I distinctively remember being at my locker in grade 9.
Grade 9,
So it's 93, 94.
Damn.
And I remember a kid opening his locker next to me, and he goes, "Did you hear Green Day?" And I said, "I don't know what does that mean? What did you say?"
It's not Metallica?
And
I don't care.
I was wearing a Metallica t-shirt, actually. And he's like, "Oh, they're a band. They're this really cool band." I'm like, "Okay." So I started listening to like local rock radio, and I heard Longview.
Yeah.
That was the first Green Day song I heard, and I thought, what is this bass line? And he's saying duty words, and I was like, oh, it was like this rebellious thing.
Yeah.
So I was working like on a farm down the street and saving up my pennies, and I begged my old man, can you please take me to the mall so I can buy this record? And he finally did, and I bought Dookie, and it was in like, you know, the big plastic.
Oh yeah,
like they had
Dukes.
they had to like unlock it
Yeah.
for you to get the CD out.
Yep.
So I got Dookie, dude, and that thing was the soundtrack to my high school, and it was Insomniac. It was Nimrod.
Yep.
I don't think I even knew about the previous indie releases until like way later, like when there was probably internet and you could see. And at one point when I was collecting all the Green Day stuff, you couldn't find those anywhere. Now they're on the shelves everywhere,
for sure.
but I couldn't find Kerplunk. I couldn't find that stuff. So, and I've stayed with them all the way through. Every time they put out new stuff, I'm interested. Their last several records to me have not been very great.
No.
I think a shift was with American Idiot, which I think is a great record, but probably the last really great record they put out.
I actually remember you when I had the Nitro, and it had an alright stereo system.
Yeah.
And you're like, dude, we got to play this in your Nitro. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And the production was like top notch. And it sounded
that was like
good.
2004, I think. That was like big into the like the 90s, 2000s was like you remember the talk about the loudness wars?
Yeah.
About trying to like everybody's trying to outdo each other. So that if you went to like a jukebox or something or at a club, that song was going to be louder than everybody else's. Green Day won the loudness wars. Like American Idiot sounded so clear and crisp and it was just louder than everything else. Kind of like Oasis when they came out with like Definitely Maybe and What's the Story, Morning Glory. Their albums were just louder than everybody else's. So, and then ever since then, I still listen to Green Day on occasion. But when I put on Green Day, it's Dookie or it's Insomniac or it's Nimrod or
the
something.
classics.
Yeah, I do put out their 90s stuff more. But anyway, we're doing Trey.
Yeah.
Which is part of their trilogy that they put out a little while back. Is this the first time you're hearing this record?
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Yeah. All right. Well, before we get through all of the credits, let's do this.
From CTC World Headquarters in Ontario, Canada, this is the top news from whichever year the hosts are talking about this episode. And now, the news.
Hey, I'm John.
Hi, John.
And I'm here with the news. We're going back to 2012, folks. So, to start it off, it's kind of rough. The Sandy Hook shooting happened.
Oh, jeez.
Adam Lanza shot dead 20 children, aged 6 and 7 years old, along with 6 staff members. It was the second worst school massacre in U.S. history. I believe Columbine was the very first.
Now, Columbine was like, weren't they trying to blame Basketball Diaries? That dream sequence with DiCaprio?
Something like that.
Because he goes in with the trench coat and the gun.
Yeah.
And they were trying to say the killers were inspired by that kind of thing. What the hell, dude?
So, and then Hurricane Sandy happened. So Sandy had a big year, by the sounds of it. Hurricane Sandy killed more than 70 people in the Caribbean.
Is it Caribbean or Caribbean?
I don't know.
What do you say?
I've been there a few times.
I've heard it both ways. People say the Caribbean, people say the Caribbean.
I don't know.
I think Caribbean's cooler sounding.
Whatever.
Yeah.
High waters slammed into 800 miles of the American eastern seaboard, killing 125 people. It killed 70 people in the Caribbean. Sorry.
That's catching on. That's great.
It caused more than $60 billion in damages and was the second worst storm after Katrina.
So
What years is Obama's the president during Hurricane Sandy?
Yes.
Katrina's Bush, right?
2012.
Wasn't Bush the president?
I
during
don't
that?
perhaps.
I don't freaking know. I know more about American politics than I do about Canadian politics.
Well, Canadian politics is
So boring, right?
crap.
It's so boring.
Well, we just it's basically British Parliament.
What do you want to do, eh? I don't know what you want to do, eh?
The Penn State sex abuse scandal. That year, the head coach Joey Paterno, who was a big head coach for the football program there, had died, which was kind of soiled by this scandal. His assistant coach, Jerry Sandusky, was convicted of sexually abusing 10 boys.
That's right. I remember all this.
Abusing 10 boys and was sentenced to 30 to 60 years in prison.
Holy shite. Really?
The NCAA imposed sanctions, including $60 million in fines, a 4-year postseason ban on football, and a reduction in football scholarships.
Do we have any light at the end of this dark tunnel you're taking me down?
No. It just seems to get worse.
The top news is just darkness and
Well,
doom and
here's
gloom.
a little light at the end of the tunnel.
Okay, let's go.
Gay marriage is legalized.
Hey, there you go.
All right. Obama supported the right for 2 same-sex partners to marry.
Yeah.
Maine, Maryland, and Washington became the first states to legalize gay
Yeah. I remember
marriage.
Tosh had a bit about that where he's like, 2 guys getting married. He's like, I get it, it's just nice to have a man around the house. Like, let's go. We got chores this weekend.
I always thought Tosh was gay.
Yeah, he makes jokes about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, Israel assassination. Israel assassinates Ahmad Jabari, a military commander of the Islamic militant group Hamas, during an airstrike.
Is it hummus or Hamas?
Hamas.
Hummus in the Caribbean.
Hamas. China names their new leader. China's ruling Communist Party names Xi Jinping as the country's new president, and he is still president to this day.
Oh,
He's a cool guy.
Congratulations.
He's a nice guy. And that's it for the news.
All right.
Now.
So for the news.
But
now.
We get into the top 10 Billboard songs
The
of
Billboard chart.
2012.
I'm going to crush this, dude. Dude, you know how much music I listened to in 2012?
Well,
I listened to a lot of music.
I don't know, dude.
So much music.
I'm looking at this and I'm like,
What's number 10?
Number 10.
Yeah.
One Direction.
One Direction is that, oh, baby, light up my life like somebody else. You and you, I see somebody else. I'm going to get there. Hold on. Oh, that's what makes you beautiful. Is that it?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, do you know how I know that?
I'm actually curious why you know that song.
The Offspring, my kids, they
I thought you were talking about the band.
They put on this Just Dance game.
Oh,
and they dance around the
okay.
living room, and I sit
it.
on the couch and I watch them dance. It's so funny.
Oh.
But that's one of the songs.
Got it.
That's the only One Direction song I know.
Wow. How about number 9 with Nicki Minaj?
Nicki Minaj. Is it butt implants?
No.
Was I even close? Anaconda.
Starships.
I was close, eh?
Yeah. Butt plugs.
It's not the same thing.
Whatever. You say tomato, I say tomato.
I say butt implants. You say butt plugs.
You couldn't be any more opposite.
Mine's exterior. Yours is interior.
Yeah. Number 8. Rihanna featuring Calvin Harris.
Oh, is it Secrets? Sorry, no.
No, it's not. It's called We Found Love.
Yeah. What did I say?
You'll probably get this one.
Oh, sweet.
Kelly Clarkson.
Kelly Clarkson in 2012?
Yeah.
Oh. Is that too early for her Since You've Been Gone thing? Yeah. So it's after that. Oh my god.
I'm actually disappointed, man. You like Kelly Clarkson.
Yeah. Is it My Life Would Suck Without You?
No.
No, not that one?
It's Stronger.
Stronger. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. See,
That's
I know
in,
it.
That's in brackets.
Yeah, I know it.
The Wanted at number 6.
Oh, I've never heard of them. Band? Him? Who is it?
I don't know what
No?
they're.
The Wanted?
The Wanted.
What you got?
Glad you came.
That's what she said.
I was actually going to do that line, you son of a bitch.
That was a layup.
He scores.
That's what she said.
Number 5.
Yeah.
Ellie Goulding
Ellie Goulding.
at number 5.
Oh, that sounds familiar. That's not Ellie Goulding. That's not Rob Schneider's daughter, is it? He's got a daughter who's like this pop star, this
Really?
R&B pop star girl. Yeah,
Wow, who would have
but I don't know. I don't know if that's who it is.
It's called Lights. Mm-hmm. You kind of need them, to see.
Not me, bro. I
number
got
4.
night vision goggles.
Number 4, we got Maroon 5 featuring Wiz Khalifa.
Is it Secrets? No, I don't know.
It's Payphone.
Nope.
No,
Couldn't even kind of. Do you know it?
No.
Did you know any of these yet?
No.
You heard Stronger from Kelly Clarkson.
Oh,
probably.
yeah, I've heard that. Now we got Fun at number 3.
Oh.
Fun featuring Janelle Monáe.
Oh, what was their song? Damn it, you're going to tell me.
I am.
And,
I'm going to tell you.
And I don't know how angry it's going to make me. Not really.
We are young.
Yes, that's the freaking song.
That's the one.
Oh, we are young.
How about
Yeah,
how about number 2 with Carly Rae Jepsen?
Number 2. Is it Maybe? Call Me Maybe?
Yeah.
It is?
Is that another Just Dance number?
She's, no, she's Canadian, right?
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, how about that?
What number was that?
Number 2.
Dang, that song was huge.
Yeah.
Wow.
And we're at number 1.
Number 1.
Man, I don't know if I'm be able to pronounce this correctly.
Okay.
Goaty featuring Kimbra.
Is it Goit? Goity? Is it
It's
Goyte?
It's Gotye. Got ya? Maybe. Got ya?
Yeah, maybe. Featuring who?
Featuring Kimbra.
The number 1 song. I
The
haven't
number 1
heard
song.
of either of those. Damn.
So it's a song called "Somebody That I Used to Know."
That fruit fly.
There's a fruit fly, man, and
He
it's
likes you.
bothering me.
He
No,
likes you.
He wants our beer.
What are we drinking tonight?
We are drinking Guinness.
Well, no wonder he wants it.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So
Do we have movies?
we do. We have movies.
Tell me I'm going to do better.
So top 5 grossing films of 2012.
Let's go.
I'ma go. Ray Romano, John Leguizamo, Queen Latifah, Dennis Leary.
Ice Age. Is it the Continental Drift?
Yes.
Are you
got
serious?
it.
I got it?
Yeah, you got it, man.
How many Ice Age movies are there?
I don't even know, dude.
I don't know either.
There's like Age of Extinction.
There's a lot,
and There's a lot.
Age of Extinction is Transformers, dude.
Number 4, Elijah Wood, Ian McClellan, Ian Holm, Andy Serkis, Kate Blanchett.
That's got to be 2012?
2012.
Oh, so it's Lord of the Rings. Is it the Return of the King?
It's The Hobbit.
Elijah Wood's in The Hobbit?
Uh-huh.
No, he's not. Is he?
That's what they said in the credits.
Elijah,
Every time I go by the credits, they say he's not in there. Was it a flashback, maybe?
maybe, because Martin Freeman plays a young Bilbo. Oh, maybe there is a little conversation that Elijah Wood has with Ian Holm, and
Perhaps.
he tells the story. Maybe
'Cause
that's all
I
I'm
never
mixed
watched.
up.
I never watched the movie.
The Hobbit.
I watched all the Lord of the Ring movies.
Yeah.
And they just didn't do anything for me.
Isn't that, dude? You're not alone. I
Is
know it's like sacrilege to say that, but those movies put me to bed.
Every time I went to
can't
the
stay
movies to
awake.
watch it, I fell asleep.
Yeah, I can't stay awake during them. And The Hobbit's no different. Now, the difference is that I didn't read the Lord of the Rings books, but I read The Hobbit with the kids. Just one book.
Mm-hmm.
But they made 3 movies out of that bish. And they changed so much. They added characters. They took away characters. They did so much different that we were watching the movie going, why would they change that? The book was great.
Yeah.
So, anyway. All right. The Habit.
So
The Bad
it was
Habit.
an unexpected journey. That was the film.
All right.
Unexpected indeed. You're gonna like this one. Oh, why is this doing this? Don't do that. No. Christian Bale, Tom Hardy, Morgan Freeman, Anne Hathaway.
We got The Dark Knight Rises.
Oh yes.
That was the weakest of the trilogy, I think.
It was,
The
and it
Nolan
was
trilogy.
unfortunate because Tom Hardy is like so badass.
He is good in it. I thought his death
But-
scene was a little like,
But
all of
I
a sudden
mean,
he's dead.
nothing tops the Joker, man. Nothing tops the Joker, Heath Ledger. Number 2.
Do you remember when we went and seen that in the theater?
Which one?
The Dark Knight.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. 2008.
Dude, that's
We
all
go
we
there.
talked about for months.
We stayed in, and how bummed were we when they cast Heath Ledger?
Yeah.
because we knew him as like this
We're like-
romantic comedy guy,
Yeah, and, you know.
like the
I
guy
get-
from A Knight's Tale and 10 Things I Hate About You. We're like, no, don't cast that guy.
Was he a gay cowboy before?
Yeah, Brokeback Mountain. Yeah,
Yeah.
So he had done that too. I still haven't seen that movie, but
I don't intend to.
But remember, we were standing in line on the Thursday night, the midnight showing on
Yeah.
the Thursday, and people were dressed up. They had the makeup, and he'd already passed by then as well.
Yeah.
So everybody's freaking out. We saw the trailer, and we're like, "Oh man,
I
this
had-
looks amazing."
And I remember when we went to see it because I had just gotten off of work,
Hmm.
and I met you guys at the theater. It was
Yep.
awesome.
It was so good.
Oh man,
Every
when Joker would just come on,
Yeah.
just come on.
Every
Like,
scene that he's in is
just
gold.
so intense.
Yeah.
So number 2, Daniel Craig, Javier Bardem,
That is Skyfall.
Rafe Fiennes.
Skyfall.
Don't call me Ralph. His name is Rafe.
I know. Why not just change the spelling then? Like,
And Judi Dench.
yeah.
Sky-
I went to the theater and saw Skyfall.
I think we all did.
You went with me?
I think so.
Okay.
Did
I went to see them all. I go see them all.
yeah,
so.
because we all went because of, like when I was getting married.
Oh,
And we went with my brother. I think
so good.
It was
Such a great movie.
Anyway,
Adele.
number 1, Robert Downey Jr., Chris Evans, Mark Ruffalo, and Chris Hemsworth.
2012. That's got to be Avengers.
Yes.
The first one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got it. So we're gonna do something new.
Let's go.
We're gonna test Mike's knowledge on films. Shouldn't be too hard. I'm gonna read a quote, and he's gonna guess what movie it's from. He doesn't have to say who the character is or anything like that.
Is it from 2012?
No.
It's just whatever.
It's just whatever.
It's just whatever.
I just
Okay.
came up with whatever.
That's cool. I like
All right.
that.
We're gonna start it off easy. We're gonna need a bigger boat.
Oh, that's Precious. Jaws.
Oh man. This is the way.
This is the way. Is it Mandalorian?
It sure is.
Yeah. And what did you think about the Mandalorian? I was underwhelmed.
I loved it.
I didn't, but I didn't hate it either. I thought it was good. And
Well, you just didn't like the whole. Well,
spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert! But you didn't like the whole Luke Skywalker,
the ending,
Yeah,
dude.
Like just the.
Imagine the internet would have broke if you see the lightsaber and it's purple,
right.
and you see Samuel L. Jackson take the hood off. The internet would have broke. When we see Luke, it was underwhelming, correct? Wasn't it like, oh, okay. It wasn't that badass. It wasn't great.
I don't know.
I was a little underwhelmed. And it was a CG Mark Hamill, right?
Yeah.
So imagine if it was Samuel L. Jackson, dude. Mace Windu? Come on. I would have loved that.
I don't think the impact would have been as
For real?
No.
I thought the impact was mostly negative. Most people were like, that was a little meh.
Really.
Yeah. From what I read.
Yeah.
But you loved Last Jedi, so.
Oh.
That was low. All right, let's move on.
Don't
John
even-
got angry.
Don't even go there.
Then
I
his
remember,
nostrils
dude,
are flaring.
I remember when it first came out, and you had seen it before me, and you were like, "Dude, I don't know if you're gonna I don't know if you're gonna like it,
Yeah.
like what they did."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "What's he talking about?" And then I went to go see it with Lars, and dude, we were angry.
Yeah.
We got up and we're like, "What?"
Did you like the Leia Mary Poppins thing?
Oh yeah, that was.
That's when I was out. I'm like, this is so dumb.
Yeah, thanks, Ryan Johnson. Son of a bitch. Anyway. So that's great, kid. Don't get cocky.
Oh, Star Wars.
Yeah.
Harrison
Which one?
Ford, man.
A New Hope, man.
The New Hope, yeah, the first one. Okay, but when I was a kid, what was it called? Star Wars. It was just called
yeah,
Star Wars.
Yeah.
I was in some kind of thrift store with my daughter.
A thrift
and
store?
I found this old VHS trilogy of the originals.
Oh, really?
And it was like some kind of remastered thing. And it came out like 92 or something. And it was still called Star Wars. So when did they start calling it episodes? When did they start doing that? I can't remember.
Well, when
When I was a kid, it was just called Star Wars. It wasn't called A New
when they
Hope.
came out with it and they'd roll the story, did
Yeah.
it not say A New Hope on?
That wasn't that wasn't an addition that they added later.
I don't.
When
think
George
so.
Lucas came back. No,
I don't think. I think it was always there.
it's on VHS, so I can't watch it to see. But
Yeah, no.
I'm trying to remember. Yeah, if it said episode 4.
If anyone's
A New
got
Hope.
a VHS player, send
Yeah,
it
let
our
us
way.
know.
Yeah. Where are we at? Tic Tac, sir?
Oh, Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah. There we go.
Get the hell out of here.
That movie's so great.
Yeah.
To this day, man, it holds
What are you,
up.
a camel?
Yeah. You'd shut your mouth if you knew it was good for you, buddy.
It's so good.
I'll have what she's having.
When Harry Met Sally.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, there
The
we
whole Meg Ryan faking an orgasm
Yeah.
thing.
You're gonna like this one.
Yep.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
Oh, Dazed and Confused.
That's right.
Matt McConaughey.
Yes, sir.
Are you cool, man?
Hey, watch the leather. He slimed me.
No. Bill Murray, Ghostbusters.
There you go.
Let's go. The first one's still pretty fun, actually. I've watched it probably within the last year. It's still pretty good.
Ghostbusters 2 is kind of
Yeah, it's
rough.
pretty ass.
Yeah. Keep the change, you filthy animal.
Home Alone.
That's right.
Is it 1 and 2, or is it just the first one?
I think he used it in both of them.
Does he? Okay.
Maybe. How the hell did you get the beans above the frank?
Oh, there's something about Mary.
That's right.
Yeah. What's that little bubble there? Well, what do you think it is? Well, how the hell did you get the beans above the frank? I mean,
I love when he scares the kid with the ball or whatever by
Yeah.
his ear.
Yeah.
And the character, the dad, like the black dad or whatever,
yeah,
looks
what
back
ball?
and he's
What
like,
tennis ball?
he's like making that face. He's like, son of a bitch.
Yeah.
That movie's
This
so
wouldn't have
great.
happened with Woogie.
Where are we at? I have nipples, Greg. Could you milk me?
Meet the Parents.
That's right. That was a
Robert De
great film.
Niro.
I love that film.
You can milk anything with nipples. Well, I have nipples, Greg. Could you milk me? Yeah, it's like Gaylord Fokker.
I don't know if you're going to get this one.
Oh, okay.
It's going to be a challenge.
All right.
I'll be taking these Huggies and whatever cash you got.
Oh, is it Arizona?
Raising Arizona.
Raising
dude.
Arizona, yeah.
Oh, I'm surprised you got that. That's
Yeah.
great. That was a good. That was
Nick
actually a
Cage,
whole-
man.
That was a funny movie.
It is a
man.
great movie.
We'll just tell your mom we ate it.
Oh, American Pie.
Oh my gosh, dude!
Now, that was the first movie that spawned sort of the raunchy comedy, right?
Oh man, I absolutely love American Pie. But the thing is, though,
It's so bad.
it wouldn't be anything without Steven Stifler.
Stifler.
Stop calling me Steven,
Yeah, Sean
Like-
William Scott.
dude.
Yeah, every line the guy says is gold.
Because I noticed that he wasn't like in the first one that much, but people loved him, and you notice in the second one that man,
His
he's
role
got.
grows. Yeah.
Hi, my name's Steven Stifler, and I have a 12-inch penis around. That was in the second one,
Yeah.
but whatever. Ooh, you're gonna
right?
like that. You're gonna like this one.
Okay.
What gear are you in? Gear?
Gear. That's Dogma. Jason Mewes.
Oh, I love that movie.
During the car's like,
Yeah.
and she's like, "What gear are you in?" He's like,
You
"Gear."
hear yell over the like. She's like, "What gear are you in?" He's like, "Gear."
Oh,
And then
such a good line.
then they blow the transmission.
So good.
Anyway, that's it, man.
Oh,
That's,
all right. That was fun.
that was
hey,
a-
I like that. That's a fun thing.
Yeah, keep
Dude,
it
I was
going.
like, what, 10 out of 10? I got them all.
Oh yeah, you got everyone.
All right, let's do this now.
Wait for it.
Let's talk about Green Day for the foreseeable future.
Yes.
The album Trey.
I'm so excited for Trey.
Yeah, so that was my intro, was like the Frank Edwin Wright III. That's his real name. Trey. Trey Cool.
Oh.
Yeah. So
Well.
released in December of 2012. This is the band's 11th studio album.
That's a lot of albums.
It is also the third and final installment of the Uno Dos Tres trilogy series.
Yeah.
A truly ambitious project recorded late. Recording started in February of 2012 and didn't finish until June. The album sold 58,000 copies in its
So
first
wait.
week of
So they
release.
sorry. So they recorded 3 albums in that time span?
Yeah, that's right.
Jeez.
Yeah, that's a lot of songs.
It's a little, yeah.
It's not all gonna be gold.
No, definitely not this
So
one.
58,000 guys. First week, which was pretty low
Yeah.
for the band. The album debuted at number 13 on the U.S. Billboard 200. This was the second consecutive album after Dos not to sell 100,000 copies in its first week. So their stock was starting to plummet.
There's
The
a
album's title is a nod to the band's drummer, Frank Edwin Wright III, better known by the stage name Tré Cool.
Sounds like a porn star.
Is it a cool name? I don't think so. Tré Cool?
No.
Well,
Well,
what
that
could
would-
you call him?
That'd be very cool, right? Trey Cool.
This also marks the band's last album as a quartet. They are famously a power punk trio, but guitarist Jason White became a touring member in 1997 and actually joined as a full-time member, performing in promotional videos and actually getting to play on the band's records.
Congratulations.
Yeah, but this is the last time he was a part of it. So when you look into Green Day's weakest records, one of the 3 of these albums is always included in the trilogy. It was always in the basement. So whether it's
Yeah.
readers' polls, rankings, etc., this was the one that consistently showed up as their worst. So that's why we're tackling it. The AP commented that the album feels, quote, scattershot and slapped together, making it difficult to enjoy on its own merits. Jason Heller of the AV Club wrote, "The album succeeds most as an exercise in influence dropping and self-recycling."
Oh.
A.G. Ramirez of Pop Matters criticized the album as, quote, functional and characterless. Stephanie Benson at Spin stated, "There's a lightness missing here, a lack of passion." And finally, Michael Hand of The Guardian felt that, quote, "It's got some pretty good songs, but they never get better than pretty good."
It does? It's got good songs?
Yeah, let's go through the producer credits.
It's
So this is also the last album to be produced by longtime Green Day producer Rob Cavallo,
Yeah.
whose relationship began with Green Day on their infamous 1994 record, Dookie Poo.
Hey, that was good.
Thanks, man. How you feeling?
And
Feeling strong?
Strong.
Feeling sober?
Well, I'll let you know
Semi-sober.
after this one.
So let's go through this track-by-track review of Trey. The first track up is called Brutal Love.
Hey there. If you want to listen to this clip, you're going to have to go download the album. If you dare. It's pretty shitty. Hence the purpose of this podcast. Anyway, back to the show.
All right. Brutal Love. So, as with pretty much every Green Day record, all lyrics are written by Billy Joe Armstrong, and the music is by Green Day. With the exception of this one, which is composed by Green Day and Sam Cooke. Bring It On Home. Interesting choice to open the record. Certainly not your typical Green Day track.
No.
In the context of their entire career and the journey it took to get to this point, it's not completely crazy for them to put out a song like this. If you jump from Dookie and Insomniac straight to this, you definitely wonder what the hell happened.
Yeah.
But Warning had already happened. American Idiot, 21st Century Breakdown have already challenged the typical punk pop loving Green Day fan as opposed to the post-American Idiot Green Day fan. I obviously fall into the former category and still prefer the 90s
Yeah.
Green Day. Anywho, I didn't care for this strictly just as a song. It's not empirically bad per se, but
It's just a
I
terrible
don't.
opener,
I just
man.
don't dig it.
I just, it's not a way to open an album.
Oh, it's not. But they did, John. So
Well, that's what I'm saying. It was a bad choice.
you're telling Billy
Milk
he's
was a
wrong.
bad
Milk
choice.
was a bad. It's so damn hot.
Well, I said, like I said, pretty weak opener, and
Yeah.
with his vocals, the way they mixed them, he's kind of got that like Lennon thing going on, like the reverb type deal.
Yep.
I just didn't dig it, man.
Same.
It was a song. So,
Same.
So no points, unfortunately.
No point for you. Okay. Well, one thing happened since the last time we sat down together is that I got these really weird cramps.
You do this to
in
me
my
every
fingers.
time. And I'm like, where's he going with this?
It's because of the sacrifice. I need you to know so that after the episode, you'll hug me. I went on YouTube and I found YouTube comments for each and every song on Trey from Green Day.
These have got to be good.
And there were.
Were they good?
Well, I'll let you be the judge of that.
Well,
Jeff M., 8 years ago, says, I love the ska feel.
Ska?
You were other names, and then you became Green Day, which I always thought, maybe it's an urban myth, that it was about pot.
It was absolutely about pot.
Nicole Wollaston, 7 years ago, says, Billy Joe's voice is making love to my ears.
I went to a horse.
Black Beans, 2 weeks ago.
Ears.
My nipple is Green Day.
What?
About nothing and everything all at once.
Next song is called Missing You.
Yeah.
Yeah. Missing you. All right. This brings up the energy a bit. It still just sounds
boring.
Okay to me.
It sounds boring.
Not a whole lot of fire here. There's a certain energy Green Day fans are accustomed to, so we can tell when a song is being phoned in. Yeah. It's always going to be good to a point because they're a great band.
Yeah.
Right? They play so well. Maybe the album is rightfully titled Trey because he's the only one that brings any level of attitude here. It translates way better live if you heard the live version.
Did you hear
another
why,
meh from me?
Yeah, it's a meh from me too. Did you hear why they called it Trey? Did you read because he just turned 40 or something like that?
Is that the reason?
It's not the reason?
I thought you were telling me it was. No, I thought they called it Trey because that's the drummer's name.
Well, yeah, but they named it Trey because he just turned 40 or some shit.
And they went with Uno, Dos, Trey.
Trey,
right?
Yeah. I guess I'm wrong.
You might not be. I don't know.
That's what I read. I don't know. But anyway,
so you really
Missing You.
You really like the song?
No, I don't like this song.
John.
I said it was weak. There's no point. It's just really boring. Really boring song.
Okay.
And it's supposed to be a rock song, but I mean, it just doesn't.
It's not quite there.
No.
Okay. Well, let's see what Laura X on YouTube
Well,
says.
I'd love to hear what
3
Laura
years
X
ago, Laura
has to
says,
say.
this song is so good, I want to punch all those people who didn't give a duck or pay attention.
Whoa.
That's like real audio of Billy falling off a cliff. Tyler Uehara, 2 years ago, says, God, this reminds me of my ex. She cheated on me with 6 different guys. One time, with 2 guys at the same time. I played this song for her less than 2 months after we broke up, and she completely left me. Now I have no one. Even all my friends left me. Life is hard.
Am I retarded?
Someone got hard.
Is-
So,
oh,
6 of them.
my.
6 hard-ons.
Yeah, she's like the Tiger Woods of
Yeah.
this guy's life. Jack Thomas, 2 years ago, says, how I feel when I got no weed.
I think I'm cracking up.
Next song is called 8th Avenue Serenade. All right. I dug this. Not an amazing tune, but probably the best so far.
I dug the riff.
Yeah, all right.
And then
Oh, that was fun.
I thought it was good.
Okay.
Until the song started. And then it just sounded
Yeah.
like everything else.
I understand. Yeah, I mean, I've got in my notes a cool riff.
Cool riff. I would give it a point. I'm going to give this one a point for
Oh
sure.
my gosh, look at you.
Well, it's kind of refreshing after the other two we just heard.
Yeah.
It's really poppy.
Mm-hmm. I just felt like the actual tone of the guitars
Yeah.
were wimpy. A bit stock. I miss Billy's Insomniac days distortion. Like even on Hitchin' a Ride from the Nimrod album, like that had an amazing sounding guitars. but probably still gets a point from me. So
Well, okay. So we got 1 out of 3.
1 out of 3 so far. Good job, Billy. Skiller51 on YouTube.
Skiller!
6 years ago, he says, best Green Day song, period.
No, dude.
Do you have to add a period after you type period?
Do women have to add that too when they have their...
Oh.
Do you have the time?
Madeline P., 2 years ago, says, this is the one time an opinion can be wrong.
Whoa.
Scream at me until my ears bleed.
Mason, 3 years ago, says, to me, this entire trilogy, with the exception of a few songs from Uno, Stop When the Red Lights Flash, and Dirty Rotten Bastards, is just stale and generic.
That was good.
All right, well, thanks a lot for coming. We've been playing for 3.5 hours. Now we'd like just a minute of your time to say something about the environment.
Drama Queen. I didn't like this, John.
Well, I got some things to say about this song, actually.
Okay.
So the lyrics are Daddy's little bundle of joy out of a magazine. Everyone's drama queen is old enough to bleed now. Is that talking about menstruation? Is that what he's talking about? Like, seriously. That's a serious question.
Oh, really? Okay. I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Do you want to know what Ori on YouTube says 4 years ago?
Well, yeah.
Ori says, hey, I think we have friends in common. They're called Miss Depression and Miss Loneliness.
Ooh.
Michaela Caldillo 4 years ago says, man, this makes me wish I actually had a dad who enjoyed my company. I could run up to him and hug him. We can laugh together. That's all I wish for. But none of it is going to happen.
I am one of those melodramatic fools.
And Gel 8 years ago says, it's just a regular descending major line from C to G. It's nothing special.
Okay.
Gentlemen, it's been an honor playing with you tonight.
How do you...
What the hell was that?
Are you excited about X-Kid? So this was the second single from the record.
Actually,
it is also the sixth and final single from the Unos Dos Tres trilogy.
that's a
I like
shame.
this song.
I liked it too.
I'm still missing Billy's Distortion.
Yeah.
But I did enjoy this.
I thought it was a good rock song.
Probably my favorite on the record.
And in my comments, I'm like, all right, here we go. You know, like a solid rock song.
Yeah. The lyrics deal with the suicide of a close friend, I guess. Good tune. Gets a point.
Gets a point from me.
Yeah. What? Do you have anything else on X-Kid? Are you good?
I am good. Well, so is he talking about Generation X? And he's just talking about some X kid. You're looking at me very strangely right now. I'm getting very uncomfortable, Michael.
I'm trying. Oh, it's not arousing you. Gotcha. I will nix that. Nix. Let's see what Tim ML, the Epic Gaming Team, 4 years ago says about X-Kid. They say on YouTube, "Aw, just when you think of it, you're just like, fuck, I'm old now."
He's got a point.
The representative from California has the floor.
Akshat Rajput, 11 months ago, says, Green Day makes me feel things.
Hey.
This is our lives on holiday.
You're really holding it, eh?
Yeah! Juanze Caruso,
Juanze.
7 years ago, says, I know that feel, bro.
I'm not Justin Bieber, you motherfuckers.
That was iconic.
Sex, drugs, and violence.
doodle doodle bap bap.
Sorry about that. It was done before I finished my sip of Guinness. Sex, drugs, and violence. Yeah, I didn't care for this.
I didn't care for it either. I thought it could be a song that can open on the kids' show, Phineas and Ferb.
Sex, drugs, and violence? Dude, why?
Because you listen to it, dude, and like you listen to the Phineas and Ferb.
It's the same kind of vibe.
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's 108 days of summer vacation. Yeah, wow, I never even noticed that.
Well, I did, okay?
Phineas!
I did.
Sex, drugs, and violence,
You
Phineas.
want to know why?
Okay.
Because I pay attention.
Aw. You didn't even notice I got my braces off, though. How well do you pay attention? Dude, look. Look how glistening I am now. I'm gorgeous. This had a classic sort of up-tempo vibe of classic Green Day, but the lyrics are meh. The guitar tone is just so nutless. I know I sound like a broke record, but it was fun to hear Mike Dirnt take the lead vocal for a couple of lines. It was kind of cool.
Yeah, Michael.
Scout Sunset. You just burp into the pop screen?
No, man, I actually turned away. It's the beer, man. It's the beer. Oh, man. I got plenty more where that
My
came
mouth
from.
was open. You got me.
Yeah.
Scout Sunset 7 minutes ago.
7 minutes. Did you say 7 minutes ago?
7. Yeah, he just sent it to me.
Just sent it.
Boop. I'm on my phone. 7 months ago, he says, "Why, I don't want to be an imbecile, but Jesus made me that way."
You gotta be fucking kidding me!
And Kyle Walsh, 4 years ago, says, one of Green Day's worst songs.
Oh! Well.
She says it's lack of sex that's bringing me down.
I love when you hear the harmonies.
Yeah, it's so good. And finally, XXX, 5 years ago, says, Green Day is what I breathe since 2010. I love them, and I'm not even gay.
Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me.
And I'm not even
gay. I like this band, and I'm not even gay. Like, what? What an idiot.
Apparently only gay people listen to Green Day, except him.
Speaking of gay, little boy named Train is there. Yeah, this was instantly forgettable.
Yeah.
If you had to make one solid album out of the trilogy, this track certainly wouldn't make that list.
No.
Missing Billy Dookie Distortion.
Dude, this
Dookie Distortion.
This record is like getting no points. I think we've given it 1 so far.
Right? Which one was that? X-Kid?
X-Kid. Oh, wait.
Yeah.
No, yeah. That's the only one.
Do you have any notes on Little Boy Train? You want to go
I
to
do.
YouTube?
I'm like, the song just doesn't go anywhere.
Okay.
Really.
Very
And,
insightful. I like it.
No.
Mm-hmm. Doesn't go anywhere, and no. I'm so glad I asked you. So hopefully...
That's why I'm here. You know.
Hopefully Bobby Hill has a little more insight.
Well, I hope so,
Because
Bobby.
he went to YouTube 4 years ago. And
Bobby, save me.
And he typed, "My mom wrote this song for my dad for the divorce." Seriously.
Neurotic to the bone, no doubt about it.
She didn't write a John Deere letter?
Goldilocks, 4 years ago, says, "Makes me think of Jake and Blaine." And that is the truth.
Who the hell is that?
Oh, paradise.
Oh,
And finally, Fob-Cessed Cam, 5 years ago, says, "I like trains."
Give me a break. 1 minute left. 1 minute left. You're gonna give me 1 minute? Look at that sign right there. 1 minute.
I love
so good.
I loved it when they panned to the guys that are running the clock. They're all kind of like,
It's not our fault.
I just.
I like that he smashes his guitar and Mike's like, yeah. And he joins him. I like brothers, right? All right, you can smash the guitar. I'm with you, boy.
Well,
I'm with
what
you.
happened after that was he had to go to like anger management and all that shit.
Rehab, yeah.
Rehab and.
Yeah.
Anyway.
How pumped are you about Amanda?
Well, Amanda, yeah.
Oh, that's a
Dude,
big bag of meh for me.
Well,
I love Green Day.
Like we're 8 songs deep.
Say deep again.
And we're 8 songs deep.
Oh,
and
I felt that in my nuggets.
My nuggies. But like 8 songs in, and like it just everything sounds the same. If I were to run through this, if you know what I mean, every song sounds the same. I couldn't differentiate any of these songs apart from each other.
Yeah.
There's just
to me, I think they sounded like scratch guitars that were just left in. Like Billy just never re-recorded them.
Terrible, man. Anyway, no, Amanda,
Dookie Distortion.
Amanda sucks.
That's me. Dookie Distortion. I'm just gonna keep saying.
I don't know who you are, Amanda, but you suck.
You didn't make much of an impact on BJ.
No.
Pingo JK 6 years ago on YouTube typed,
Hey.
"My ex's name is Amanda. Probably not a good idea to listen to this right now." Yeah. Some call it slum, some call it nice.
Can you do harmonies on like just people speaking? Could that work?
Why not?
That'd be crazy.
Say that. That'd be
And you would talk, and I
think-
would talk, and then you do the harmony in the background.
It still has to like land in some kind of note.
We can do it, man. I'm telling you, we're doing an entire episode where
maybe it doesn't work.
we do an entire episode of like someone talking, and then there's someone doing the harmonies in the background.
I'll probably just got to do like a pitch shifting.
No, yeah, all I gotta do is just sit there and go.
Famous Hollywood actress Rebecca Ferguson chimes in at 8 months ago.
Chiming
on YouTube. She says, "Exactly my point. Empaths and other sensitives absorb and then embody the quality and quantity of energy aimed at them, especially if they are unaware of the assailant. It's a drag."
Like the sun to rage your love.
Thugged out white boy, 420. 420, 2 years ago. Every day's 420.
Oh!
Is it just me, or do all guys named Bill have shitty love lives? I know I do.
Say, hey!
Hey! Hey!
Bird!
Walk Away is the next song we're going to listen to.
Walk away.
Oof. That was a long clip. Sorry about that. This is another significant nothing burger for me.
You didn't like this one?
No.
I
Again,
actually
it's not
like this
empirically awful. Dookie Distortion.
Where's the Dukes?
Where's the Dookie Distortion, brah?
Bruh.
Okay, well, I'll let you say things because I don't like this song.
I said it's not a bad song. A little bit more energy than the other ones.
Energy. Red Bull.
I had higher expectations of the song and how good the intro was.
I bet you did.
And
expectations were high.
And I put good song,
Good.
but so late in the record.
So late.
Stop it, Michael. Stop it. But
That's good. Cool,
it got a point from me.
Holy cats!
So-
I didn't care for it.
Really?
Yeah, Dookie Distortion. Let's see if 10 Fighter 55 1 year ago agrees with the Smeatonian, or it agrees with me. 1 year ago, they said, "I love this girl, and I thought she may have had feelings for me. I think I might be wrong now."
Why is this shit so unrelated?
I don't know.
What is that racket? Music! Beautiful music!
Gay Hen Elefat.
What is his name? Gay Hen?
Yeah. 1 year ago says, "I got many issues with my job. This song is perfect. You know when it's not really worth to fight? I think it's time to leave."
Walk away.
Now that was a lick.
I did a lick?
And Crip on the Beat 2 years ago says,
Crip on the beat.
Am I the only black guy who likes Green Day?
Shit. Well, shit.
Dirty
Rotten
bastards. At almost 6.5 minutes, this sounds like a possible
6 minutes and 45 seconds.
This sounds like a possible leftover from American Idiot or 21st Century Breakdown. Different sections sort of sewn together. I like the energy of this. Finally seems like there's a little bit of fire under Billy's belly. Mike's bass solo is rad, and Trey is Trey. Always solid. Still wish there was that classic Billy Dookie distortion. Would have made it so much heavier. Point from moi.
Yeah.
Giving it a point?
I like this song, actually.
Hey!
It was kind of like all over the place, and there was some cool like guitar work.
Yeah, take your shirt off and tell me what you really think.
So you want nips and all? So it kind of had like
Loudest swallow ever.
Kind of had like it's kind of like an Irish ditty type deal. I don't know.
I don't know. I wonder if Mary Varsava 3 years ago. I wonder if she agrees with your Irish thing. Okay, it took me several years, but I figured it out.
Probably not.
To read the background, turn your screen upside down, but not on a high-rise balcony. I lost 3 laptops that way.
What the? Damn.
Photo Man 5000 4 years ago says, I'm not ashamed to admit that it definitely moves during Mike's bass solo.
I actually had a note on this bass solo.
Let's go. You have a note?
Well, I said it was good.
Oh my gosh.
I liked
That's it?
Oh my God, I'm amazing.
Gary Kirby 1 year ago says,
Gary.
I'm drunk. Woo!
Oh yeah, and you know what the great thing is about music? It's so easy.
Ooh. Easy.
99 Revolutions?
Yeah. Why not 100? Just tonight.
Another upbeat one, but I didn't dig it. I was tired. Nothing special here.
No.
Dookie distortion.
Shut the up!
No, you good?
No.
Nothing.
Nothing.
All right, moving on. Oh,
Nothing groundbreaking here, and
nothing groundbreaking in your
Just-
comments either.
did not feel it.
Didn't feel it.
I didn't feel anything from the song.
What about in the cockle area? What about the subcockle area?
The cockles?
Maybe-
And aren't the cockles in your ears? Though?
For real? Dude, I hope not. I've been misusing that since I heard "asshole" from Dennis Leary.
People like look when you say that. People just look at you weird.
Woa Santos,
Oh.
3 years ago, says it's 69 revolutions tonight.
Ah!
69.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. I've been around since 1988.
88.
Yeah, Antonin Cotro,
Yee.
1 year ago, says the worst idea of my life was skiing while listening to this song. I eated about 10 pounds of fresh snow at the beginning of the second verse.
Did he say eated?
Yeah.
He didn't say ate?
No.
Oh.
I don't feel any shame. I won't apologize.
I have something funny to add to that, like with the whole grammar thing.
I'll be the judge of that.
I was working with this girl, and she was an older woman, and
Ew.
her grammar wasn't very good.
Mm-hmm.
So she's like, there was this pot or pan or bowl or something that was like in the office, like on the filing cabinet, and she's like, and I'm like, well, who's this? Like who owns this bowl?
Really bugging you, eh?
And she's like, well, it's just kind of out of place.
What's
man.
with this bowl?
What's with
guys?
this bowl on top of our files?
I'm
like,
gonna
what's
get to
going
the
on?
bottom of this.
So anyway, she's like, I don't know. I think it's Here's.
It's what?
It's Here's. As in, it's the company's bowl.
as if it belongs here.
It's
Right.
Here's.
It's Here's.
Dude.
Yeah, but do you know anybody who says like "use guys"?
What?
What are you doing this weekend?
Use?
Use guys.
Well, she'd probably say it.
Did she live in a trailer park by any
I
chance?
don't know. I think it's Here's. It's Here's.
Here's. Bryce Allen, 7 years ago on YouTube,
Bryce.
commented on the 99 Revolution song. He said, now this is real music, unlike that crap that Miley Cyrus does.
Oh.
You don't agree?
No.
What the
Nobody sticks the landing of the F word like Billy does.
What the?
The Forgotten is our final track.
Yeah,
We made
forgotten.
it.
All right, we're gonna forget it.
This was. Aw. Hey, man, that was really nice. I didn't know I was getting swooned today. This was the first single off the record. So we close with an epic ballad. Obviously, by this point, these kind of tracks were nothing new to Green Day. Very Beatles, very Elton John, complete with sweeping string arrangements. Beautiful enough. A very George Harrison guitar solo.
So you liked it?
Maybe a half a point. Featured on the Twilight Saga Breaking Dawn Part 2 soundtrack.
Are you serious?
Yeah, drink it in. Which may or may not have pissed off Green Day fans. Dookie Distortion. What do you got?
I was disappointed with a slow closer. I didn't like that particularly.
That's not unusual, though. Some great
I don't
records
like
end with
that,
the
man.
ballad, right?
I
Like
just-
Aerosmith Pump ended with What It Takes.
Because they open with the same thing.
That's
like-
true. They did bookend
and
it
they,
with...
and they end it with it. Yeah, it's kind of poo.
I think this is the stronger one of the two, though.
Yeah, you're right.
I am right.
I'll give it.
Jeez, man. When are you going to learn?
Question my authority.
How many episodes I gotta do with you before you realize don't ever disagree with me?
No. I'll give it a point. I'll give it a
I'm
point.
going with half. So you want to give it a full point? That's up to you, pal.
No. So that would make it 3?
I don't know. I've got my tally at the bottom here. Let's wrap up our YouTube comments. What do you
Let's wrap
say?
it.
Let's wrap it up. Emma Storm, 3 years ago, says, "This song makes me feel happier than I am. And I'm very depressed."
Oh, boy. Didn't take much for you, does it?
Oh, I don't have what it takes to play guitar. I mean, I'm no Joe Walsh in the brains department.
Swamp Frog 47, 1 month ago, says, "Twilight sucks. Green Day forever." And finally, Calvin Older, 4 years ago, says, "I had my gallbladder removed."
Ew.
Yeah. Let's play this one.
What the rock?
What happens when you get, like, do you need that in your gallbladder?
Do I need what?
A gallbladder? Do you need it? Is it like
Well,
is it like a kidney where you have two?
So it's there.
It's just
and I'm
there.
thinking it's there for a reason. Just because science hasn't figured out why doesn't mean it shouldn't be there. I remember we were just discussing this. I was discussing with my oldest boy. He was saying something about like the appendix too and then the gallbladder. It's like God put them there for a reason. Just because we don't know necessarily why doesn't mean we should. Let's just take it out.
I still have mine.
Yeah, me too.
Both kidneys.
I've never had anything removed.
Gallbladder still there. Check.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. And the big old dingle still a swinging. Okay, that concludes our track-by-track review of Trey by Green Day. Point system. This gets 3.5 from me. 3.5 points. 8th Avenue Serenade, Ex-Kid, and Dirty Rotten Bastards, and then a half a point for The Forgotten.
I gave The Forgotten.
No, dude, you can't just copy off of me.
No, I gave it a full point.
Oh, you did?
I did.
So you're giving it this. What would you get? A 4?
So I'm giving it a 4.
You're a whore. Hey.
You are a dirty, dirty whore.
Yeah.
I'm giving it a 4.
That rhymed.
So my thoughts on the
yeah,
record.
let's wrap up your thoughts on the album, and why don't you do Green Day in general, and then like recommendations. Give me your whole rapidy rap.
So my big problem was I would not be able to tell any of these songs apart
to differentiate between them. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It just seemed really like a really tired record.
Yeah,
like they were tired, like physically, like doing
3
all
albums
these,
at the same time. Yeah,
I mean, it's gonna show, man.
Yeah,
your creativity is in the shitter.
Yeah, Billy's such a good writer.
He is.
That I think that if he had given him, if they were just working on one record.
But why? Why did they do this?
I think just to be ambitious, to make headlines, to kind of go like, and he spent time just writing all these songs. And he's like, fuck it, record them all.
Yeah.
You know, that sometimes that's
even if they're shit.
Well, yeah, I guess. I mean, I think if you were to put all 3 records and pick the best 10 or 11 of all 3, you could probably come out with a pretty solid Green Day record. You know, there was 2 or 3 on this one that would probably make a playlist for me.
Right.
That's what I try to. When we're going through the albums, I always try to think like, would I listen to this more than once? Would I listen to it again?
Absolutely not.
And most of this record, I wouldn't.
No.
So
very forgetful, and uninteresting.
Yeah, and we're like, as far as recommendations for Green Day, we're probably on the same page. Send them to Dookie.
Oh yeah.
Send them to Insomnia.
Oh yeah.
Nimrod. Even Warning, I really like.
That's when they sounded great.
They sounded great. Warning, you could start to see a change in tone, even on Nimrod. I mean, Nimrod had like Time of Your Life, which was made headlines because it was acoustic, unplugged, had strings and everything, but a great song, wasn't it?
Yep.
And then American Idiot, obviously. But since then, it's been like, what was the Revolution Radio? And then the thing they put out, I think last year, I'm not sure if it was last year or just before the whole lockdown, shutdown, pandemic thing. What was that called? It was like Liar or something. It was all just like anger at the president and stuff. And it was low hanging fruit, man.
Yeah.
It's like it wasn't good songs, and it was like something like 27 minutes long. Like it was a gyp to fans, man. People were waiting a few years for a new Green Day record, and they put that out.
Yeah,
and it was a bit disappointing, but
they got to get that money, man.
Yeah. So let's wrap up with what you're currently listening to.
Well, I am kind of all over the place lately.
All right, sir.
Yeah, not anything in particular, just a lot of the 90s stuff as usual.
Oh, that's
the
strange.
huge.
So, like, 2000 happens, you're like, I'm done listening to music, I guess.
Did Nickelback come in 2000? Is that when they came?
I don't know. Are they the reason why you stopped? You're like, I better go back to SDP. This is
partially them and Shinedown.
Did you follow anybody throughout, like Foo Fighters, stuff like that?
Yeah, obviously,
rock
yeah.
bands?
I mean, Foo Fighters, geez, they're never going away.
Mm-hmm.
They're coming out with stuff all the time. But
do you hear their new one?
No,
can't remember what it's called. But
well, that's just it. Right?
Yeah, it was pretty forgettable.
Yeah. But for me, I have a playlist that just plays through it, and
Is any of my stuff on that playlist? Don't lie to me. Look at me,
dude. I sent you a picture.
Did you?
Yeah.
What song were you listening to?
Which one was it? I forget what it was.
Yeah, if there's any humans out there to listening to this episode, go buy the album. It's called When All Else Fails. Me and John wrote a lot of the songs on there. You got to go buy this thing. It's great. It's on Spotify. Michael Joseph Green, When All Else Fails. It is on Spotify, on iTunes, on Amazon, on Stitcher, on YouTube, on...
It's
everywhere.
It's a pretty awesome album.
It is. Very proud of it. It's a solid rock and roll record. Probably better than this.
Yeah.
In my humble opinion.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I'm listening to a lot of Green Day.
Oh, really?
Listening to a lot of Green Day. But what me and my oldest son Maxwell have been doing is we've been downloading the entire discography of like a band and then making a playlist as we go through record to record.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
So right now we're like knee deep
in Green Day.
No, not Green Day.
Not Green Day.
We're knee deep in Bowie. And Bowie has something like 24 hours straight worth of music that you could listen to.
That's going to take you a while.
Yeah, so we're making our way through. I think we got like 16 hours to go. But we're going through stuff, and it's like he's got some great stuff, like 5 Years or Moon Age Daydream, stuff like this. And then he's got stuff that you're just like, what the hell is this?
It's
like
cool.
Prince, right? Like
that's a good idea, man.
Prince is a legend. Prince is a genius, and then he's got some stuff that you're just like, why would you let this out?
Yeah.
But yeah, so like you could make a Tool playlist, just download all the records, and then go through and go, that one can go.
Yeah.
And then you've just got gold. So download all three Unos dos tres.
Yeah.
Unos dos three. And then make a playlist, right? Out of these 3 Green Day records. It could be fun. And you could probably come up with a pretty decent Green Day record.
Yeah.
Anyway, we have been Check the Credits.
I am
for the last little
John.
while. That's John.
That is Michael.
6 feet away. We're not
6 feet.
away. And we're not wearing masks.
I think
either.
I'm 6 feet tall. I mean, I could lay across and measure that way. Or I could just unzip my
Clothing
pants.
optional. Anyway, you guys can send us emails if you have any questions or queries or comments at checkduhcredits@gmail.com. That's DA for duh. Checkduhcredits. Wasn't my idea.
You say queer.
Yeah, we're on Twitter. Did I say it? Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. We are on Instagram. Where else are we? Is there any excuses? We're on Apple
Facebook,
iPods.
Twitter.
We're on Podbean. We're on Stitcher.
Instagram.
Everybody lives out of their phone. There's absolutely zero excuses for you to not listen to Check the Credits because it's your favorite podcast, and it should be. Anyway, until the next time.
Oh, I forgot to mention, one of you guys has to be in charge of changing my diaper the whole trip.
Why don't we all just switch off?
Well, there will be other jobs for other people.
Okay, I guess we should, draw straws or something.
Actually, I've been observing all of you for the past few hours, and I choose Quagmire.
What? Why me?
You've got long fingers, and I feel like you wouldn't crack if things start to go south.
Fine. How do I know when it's time?
Well, I'll turn to you very sincerely, and I'll look you right in your eyes, and I'll say, Quagmire, I've got poopies.
Ugh.
Now, Quagmire,
You got poopies, I know.
No, you're supposed to let me say it. Quagmire, I've got poopies.
You have recently enjoyed a Check the Credits podcast, a program I can only assume you've enjoyed on a radio receiver that would have been at your disposal. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and like. And I have no idea what any of that means because I'm a broadcaster guy from the 1920s. Thank you, and good night.
I don't know. I think it's Hears.